E aí pessoal, beleza? Bom, hoje estou aqui para mais um vídeo da série de Genshin Impact. Vamos continuar, né? Se você quiser ver essa série desde o início, eu vou deixar o card aqui em cima. E, se puder, se inscrever no canal e ativar o sininho, ajuda demais, beleza pessoal? Bom, primeiro ó, deu hoje o prêmio aqui da borboleta, muito bom. Já vou colocar ela aqui de novo. Aqui. Isso aqui é bom para pegar a borboleta, né? Só que demorou uma semana, mas já ajuda. Acabei de entrar no jogo, não deu pra eu fazer a missão diária hoje, aí eu fiquei mais tranquilo porque a gente ia jogar, né? Então, gravar vídeo. No vídeo dá pra fazer a missão diária de boa, né? O que tem aqui? Evento? Isso aqui acho que é evento, né? 10 dias. Nosso foco aqui é o modo história, né? Vamos seguir então a história que a gente estava jogando ontem. Esse aqui é o evento, né? Vamos lá, ó. Além da fumaça dos espelhos, para onde a fumaça vai? Vá à câmara de discussões. Citlali vem como prometido, mas ela também faz um pedido. Ela quer que vocês a ajudem a encontrar seu neto desaparecido, Ororon. Vocês aceitam a comissão? A gente encontrou Ororon, meio esquisita. A Citlali também é meio esquisita. O pessoal, família esquisita. Vamos lá. Ontem nós tivemos também um encontro ali com o Capitano e o Ororon juntos. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer, porque o Capitano queria falar com a gente. Vamos ver se a gente vai para o local onde ele pediu para nos encontrar, né? Mais ou menos assim. Não sei se nosso personagem vai querer ir ou não. Mas é isso. Vamos ver. Vocês voltam à cidade e Citra leva vocês à câmara, onde recontam tudo que aconteceu com o Ororon.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron!
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too,
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you.
É nóis.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the... Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
Esse meu novo netinho é educado demais. Tá aí. É, né? Eu tô ligado. Não precisa olhar pra mim assim não. Aquele olhar, ele está provavelmente tentando me lembrar sobre minha promessa, exatamente. Ele não me parece um mentiroso. Se eu não tivesse visto tudo com os meus olhos, jamais adivinharia que ele poderia ter feito tanta coisa pelas costas de Citlali. O que ele realmente quer.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub.
Tem uma coisa que eu preciso contar.
What is it, traveler?
Você puxa Paimon e conta tudo que você viu. Tá.
The captain?
É. Gritou. É nóis, hein?
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom?
Não.
Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
Precisamos de mais informações.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Então a gente vai lá sim encontrar com o capitano. Espere até 8 horas do dia seguinte. Vamos lá. Hoje, amanhã, 20 horas. Então o nosso personagem vai sim lá ouvir o capitano. Vamos ver o que ele tem para falar, né? Enfim. Tá aí. Vá ao local combinado. Bora. Vamos ver o que ele tem para falar. E acho que ele levou dano, hein?
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be. What was that?
É, como é que ele escapou da Citlali? Porque ela tem que ficar de olho nele.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of...
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but
Tramoia.
you're actually doing
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of...
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Vai direto ao ponto.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Só tenho interesse em informações. Não me importo com o que os Fatui acham de mim.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Você quer evitar tretar comigo, cara? Ué. Você faz certo, a verdade é essa. Né? Por quê?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means and once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to
E
consider...
qual que é a verdade?
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Isso aí eu já tô ligado.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
Eu não sei, mas ainda temos um ano ainda, a verdade é essa.
If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
E qual que é o plano, cara? Fala logo aí.
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
Doloroso?
Whether this stems from hesitation, Fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she... My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Preciso de uma thumb, cara. A decisão principal agora é essa, uma thumb, certo? Aí agora a gente fala de Natlan, né? Precisamos tomar uma decisão por ela. Cara, ela é Arconte ainda, né? Como é que faz? Isso é apenas especulação sua.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Ao roubar a Gnosis e tomar uma decisão por ela, será que ele quer dizer que a Gnosis tem algo a ver com esse plano reserva?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we...
Citlali.
Someone's here.
Deve ser ela, porque ela tá com o dever de proteger o Ororon aí, ó.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
Eu sabia. Ele não podia fugir dela, ela tava... Ele só podia sair lá da cidade se tivesse junto com ela. Tomou o socão.
Citlali? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about how dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Citlali! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Esse não é o lugar para disciplinar uma criança.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't... You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city.
Nossa conversa com o capitão foi interrompida no momento mais crucial. Mas se Ororon ainda estiver aqui, talvez ainda podemos saber do resto com ele. Eu tomei dano sim. Retorne ao estádio. Então tem um plano que, digamos, um plano extra que não é igual o da Arconte.
Too slow.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? Why did you help the captain? And I... No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. Really? You're...
Parece que Ororon não tem a mínima intenção de responder.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? only endless trouble awaits you and everyone, and you've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of us?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
De boa.
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's scolding.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables.
Who's Aoife? A delivery?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get...
That's not it, Granny.
Tem algo estranho com a voz dele.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron, where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Oxi. Como é que ele fez isso?
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the...
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us?
Ele ainda não quer nos dizer nada sobre seus objetivos.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no... Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear.
Capitano provavelmente tem algum tipo de plano substancial. Caso contrário, Auroron não teria motivo para continuar seguindo ele. Nos encontrarmos novamente está fora de questão, então deve ser mais rápido se procurarmos Arconte Pyro e confirmar o que o Capitano disse. Percebo que a teimosia de Auroron machucou profundamente Citlali. Preciso encontrar uma forma de confortá-la. Que foi tudo aquilo sobre o dever de Auroron?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time.
Retorne ao estádio. Vamos lá então. Auroron fugiu. Capitano tem um plano. E temos que falar com a Arconte sobre esse plano do Capitano. Vamos ver.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get some...
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Paimon tem fundo secreto para comida, então ela pode fazer as honras.
How did this become Paimonville?
Ué?
Citlali looks quite down on her. All right. It's on Paimon this time. So you can just sit back and enjoy, Citlali.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks?
Are you sure? We can save you some more.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work.
Que isso? Vamos pra taverna, que no caso deve estar por aqui. Eu acho. Tá mais abaixo? Não, tá aqui mesmo. Pousada cansada. Vamos ver o que ela tem pra falar aí pra nós. Vocês três entram em uma taverna e encontram um lugar calmo. Você e Paimon pedem comida e suco de fruta, enquanto Citlali começa a beber garrafa atrás de garrafa. Ih, rapaz, vai ficar doidona.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they
Tá doidona.
twin?
Pelo amor.
Paimon only sees one.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp.
Do you think she's drunk?
Eu ficaria surpreso se ela não tivesse.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for them.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Citlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Huh? Gossiping about...
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me.
Well then, you have my thing.
Após chegar embora, Citlali bebe mais alguns copos e começa a encarar o vazio. Você começa a pensar se ela está realmente bêbada ou pensando em algum problema complexo. Tá bêbada.
Citlali? Citlali?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills
Talvez a
against
Tambem.
Granny Itzley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Citlali?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. I mean, come on! Monster? Me?
Granny Citlali, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Eu?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher.
Obrigado pelos ensinamentos.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen. Huh?
Acordou?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Sai daí, pai.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Segura a onda.
Phew.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just...
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear.
Não perguntamos
I've never
sobre
thrown up.
antes.
Not once.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid
Actually...
Deveríamos apenas contar a ela.
Huh?
Yeah, this is...
Certo. Escute bem e tente não ficar muito chateada. Você descreve os eventos acontecidos durante o resgate de Ororon o mais objetivo, justo e imparcial quanto possível. Citlali compartilhou alguns de seus sentidos com você através de um encantamento, te permitindo temporariamente ler seus pensamentos.
So, you heard...
Sim.
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! What? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that,
Estranho.
happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old.
Estranho.
Everyone...
Você está bem? Parece derrotada. Que isso?
Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Deveríamos segui-la só para garantir que ela não vai fazer nada idiota. Exatamente. Ou seja, a gente veio aqui pra nada, ela só veio aqui beber. A verdade é essa. Ela que pagou, né? Então tá bom. Olha.
Too slow.
Vamos ali. Vamos ver.
Well, great view, right?
Wow, it's beautiful!
É nóis.
You're making...
Oh no, what do we do?
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a... And you're right. I don't usually... Oh, I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eats Flea is a power...
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. And people... What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
É isso aí.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend
Easy.
like... Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, the reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, a possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Isso não apenas mataria ele?
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and when the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit... Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a... It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But he asks this question. Would Natlan have been sick?
Wait, but...
He knows that. But he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls. More than any of us. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroran into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back.
Esse deveria ser nosso próximo passo.
You don't look so good, Citlali. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home.
Você não precisa fazer nada disso
A little too
sozinho.
hard. You've helped me so much already.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep.
Vai lá.
Friends. I like the sound of that.
Falou.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
Deveríamos contar para Arconte o que descobrimos.
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
Ela precisa saber.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her, but she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning.
Vamos ver. Volte à taverna para descansar.
Squall and fury. Too slow.
Vamos ver. Dê uma olhada fora da pousada.
Guess we should see what's going on.
Barulho.
You're already here. I was just about to come get...
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about... Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the state... I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Night Wind.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here.
E quanto a Ororon?
I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry.
Também
I'll
ficarei
never
de olho
forget a
no
promise.
Ororon.
Thank you. All right.
Falou.
She left in a hurry. The situation... looks like a lot of people are...
Vamos lá. Vá ao estádio. Aqui a gente vai sair nele já, ó. É a Arconte falando alguma coisa, será? Olha só.
Traveler over here!
Perfect.
Our star outlander
E aí?
has appeared. Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the... Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skill. Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Night Wind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts.
Todos de uma vez só.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
Preciso falar com a Cotipairo.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to... Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the abyss on.
That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay.
It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we...
Vamos lá. E aí?
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlan... Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
Encontramos o capitano.
What?
É. Você conta sobre seu breve encontro.
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
A Gnosis realmente consegue fazer o que ele disse?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for naught given the enormity of the price. It's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
Estou surpreso que a Gnosis tem essa função.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent still. This has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Ororon.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
A Arconte Pyro acabou de compartilhar um segredo importante, e ela parece sincera. Descobrir essa tal nova forma de salvar Natlan do capitano é a chave.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Um pouco.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
Nem um pouco.
You scared, Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Os ataques atuais são o início do verdadeiro desastre?
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors station. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult location.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
Tenho certeza que você é uma inspiração para todos os seus guerreiros.
I I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, anyway. Even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Acho que várias pessoas vão se juntar à luta.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case...
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
Cuide-se. Aí. Temos que descobrir o plano, pelo que eu entendi, né? Do plano secreto, digamos aí, do Capitano. Ele tinha um plano e falou que dá pra resolver se sacrificar as almas. Mas pelo que eu entendi, ele tem também o outro plano. Né? Esse de sacrificar as almas, a Arconte não tá querendo fazer, não. Perfeito? É isso, amanhã a gente segue, tá bom? Temos que ajudar as tribos, mas a gente faz isso amanhã. Beleza? Deixa eu vir pra cá. E pronto. Bom, espero que vocês tenham gostado, galera. Se puder, deixar o like, muito obrigado. E até o próximo vídeo.